You used to love how much they texted you, how they'd plan every date, how they'd say I miss you after an hour apart. But now you feel smothered. Their constant need for reassurance exhausts you. That spark, it's fading, fast, and if you're honest, their clinginess is turning you off. Sound familiar? You're not alone, this happens a lot. You meet someone you're loving being with them, but then there's a shift, and suddenly what felt like love now feels like a constant leash. You're beginning to feel like an emotional caregiver than a partner. So today, we break down why this happens and exactly what to do about it. Stick around, I'll show you how to fix this. Part 1. Why clinginess kills attraction. In Italy, this behavior appeals as we tell ourselves it's commitment to us, and it's because they care and are passionate about building a relationship with us. Later in the relationship, the very same behaviors start to seem desperate, needy, and scream of insecurities and them having no life. It becomes very unattractive at this point when we see it for what it is. It starts to make you feel resentful, suffocated, and you feel yourself being driven away, and you want to be around them less and start ignoring their calls and texts. The more they demand reassurance from you, the more you pull away and start to avoid contact. The more you ignore them, the more they demand you take notice. It becomes a vicious cycle. First, why does neediness push us away? It boils down to two psychological triggers. Attraction thrives on mystery and independence. When your partner demands constant contact, it feels like your freedom is being hijacked. Your brain screams, this isn't love, it's control. Love and desire needs room to breathe and grow. 2. The burden of emotional labor. Clinginess often masks anxiety, and when you become their only source of calm, that weight drains your emotional energy. You stop seeing them as a partner and start seeing them as a project. Bottom line. Attraction needs oxygen. Clinginess suffocates it. Part 2. Are you part of the problem? Your reactions might be feeding the cycle. Ask yourself, do you withdraw when they get needy? Do you give in to demands just to keep the peace? The more you give attention to their demands, the more needy and clingy they become. Do you avoid setting boundaries because you feel guilty? If yes, you're accidentally rewarding clingy behavior. Your partner learns low self-worth or trauma in childhood can cause the behavior. They feel if you're not focusing on them, they're not worthy. It's a misguided way of fixing this and feeling safe and secure. Part 3. How to stop it. Ready for solutions. 3 steps to reset the dynamic. Step 1. Set kind but ironclad boundaries. If they text non-stop, avoid saying stop blowing up my phone. Instead say, when they guilt trip you for needing space, for instance, avoid saying stop suffocating me. Instead say it's good for us to have some space sometimes to recharge. That way we can show up for each other better when we see each other. Let's plan to meet tomorrow. I'll look forward to spending time with you then and more refreshed. Consistency is key. Step 2. Redirect their anxiety. When they say I miss you, respond, I'll see you tonight. What's one thing you're excited to do today? Gently shift their focus to their life so they're not reliant on you for their sole source of happiness and validation. Neediness isn't a display of love, it's actually a disguise of fear of being abandoned and low self-esteem, so set boundaries with empathy. Step 3. Reignite independence for both of you. Plan solo activities, encourage their friendships. The goal. Remind them and yourself that you're two whole people and not one anxious blob. If this doesn't work, you will need an open conversation with them about the problem and how it's making you feel suffocated. If things don't start to change for the better, you will need to ask yourself if this is what you want from a relationship and perhaps walk away when all else fails. Final thought. Needing space doesn't mean you're failing at love. Healthy relationships breathe. If your partner respects your boundaries, the attraction can come roaring back. If not, you'll know this wasn't about clinginess, it was about control. Drop a comment below, been there or trying this. I read them all. Smash that like button if this helped, and subscribe for real talk relationship fixes. You've got this.